about this occupation
now? I think, well, obviously people are talking about the police action. I think in some ways we've been unlucky in the sense that our major message is still crystallising and it's still ready to be put out there. But I think one thing I think is really significant is the amazing metaphor that is that method off Parliament Square. We've been marginalised in the most literal way, and over there you have this crazy imperial space surrounded by flags, surrounded by these hideous fences, all because they said that we were an eyesore. Well, there should be an eyesore in front of Parliament the whole time. There should be 24/7 people protesting because this government isn't representative. So many people feel disaffected, and that should be visible and made visible. That's what we're doing.
So, do you think it says anything about sort of maybe police powers morphing into something that we're not used to?
I think that certainly the politicisation of policing is something which I definitely wasn't prepared for. I'm not an expert, and actually I haven't really had much encounter with the police before this. But I found that, you know, they really follow orders, and I think ultimately the accountability should be with the head of the GLA, with Boris, who of course himself is a political figure. I think that you know, it'll take a lot for police to start not following orders. So I do think that what we're seeing is police being used in a really political way. The dogs, yesterday they brought the dogs out in Parliament Square, which I'm pretty sure is a milestone for Westminster policing. I'm sure there have never been dogs in central London like that before. So I think there's just this increasing distrust of protesters and activism festering, and it results in this really politicised method of policing, which I think is quite shocking.
Why do you think they're mistrusting us when we're such a lovely bunch of non-violent?
I know. I think Occupy is it's quite unsettling probably for most people in power. It's not the same as a march. You know that people that are on a march, they already agree and they've got their issue and that they're going to feel good about when they go home. I think with Occupy, because it's the emphasis so much on discussion, it's not just about people who already agree with each other patting themselves on the back. It's also about creating new activists and really like trying to turn disaffection and curiosity into something that's mobilised, into something that can actually genuinely be a problem for power, and to teach people and to prove to people that democracy actually is much easier than we're led to believe. So we have too much power just by sitting here and talking to each other, and I think that it's not easy to categorise for people in power, and I think for that reason they're very keen to get rid of us as soon as possible.